Hi, just a little piece on choosing a bat weight. People get a bit hung up on dead weights, and unfortunately a lot of the time they can miss out on a perfect bat for them just because they've put it on a set of scales. It might have felt beautiful before they put it on the scales, then they see, oh, it's 3, 4, 5 ounces heavier than I normally use that. Well, that's no good for me. Well, that's nonsense, to be honest with you, because if it feels good and it pings, that's what's critical. Majority of professional cricketers will pick a bat up if it feels nice and it pings. They want the feel and they want that ping, that response off the bat. That's the crucial thing. So if the bat feels nice, that's a goer. So it's a really important thing to have in your mind, just to rule dead weight out. Now, I'm really passionate about this because I understand that, you know, when you're choosing a cricket bat over the internet or over the phone, it's not ideal, because you should really want to feel the bat and test the ping. This is one thing that has helped me in business, in growing this business and growing the trust, is my experience in first class cricket. I was lucky enough to play for nearly 10 years, and I know what pings, what feels nice, and what's a good bat. I was always luckily a good bat picker anyway. I wasn't a good batter, but I was a good bat picker. And that's why I've spent so much time pressing, learning to press and get the consistency to get everything you can out of every piece of willow. So when you come to look at a bat, you'll see me post willow clefts unshaped, pressed but ready to shape. You'll see me posting these regularly, and they'll have a grade on them, and then they'll have the weight, and that weight is in its current form. So you're generally taking about a pound out of a bat. So for example, this one's for Harry White of Derbyshire, who's coming to have this one and another one to have a couple shaped up tomorrow. And he likes something that feels about 2829. Well, if you look at this, that's 38 now. Okay, so you take roughly a pound out, within an ounce or so. Well, that takes that to 28. Then you've got your bindings and your grip. That's another 3 ounces. Now, that takes up to 211, 212 mark. Now, if you're a dead weight guru, you've lost out on a cracking bat. But it'll actually feel like 2829, because all that weight is at the top of the bat. It's a counterbalance. It's putting the 3 ounces on up here. So the feel of the bat is going to be 2829. Now you can have really big bats that feel feather light because all the weight's up here. But that, in essence, is wasted wood. You want the bulk of your wood in the hitting area, which is here. On the other hand, you can have a bat that's really light, that feels really heavy, because all the bulk of the wood is here. So it makes it bottom heavy. Okay? So either way, it's just wasted willow, because if it's down there it just feels too heavy, it doesn't feel balanced. If it's up there, it'll feel too light and you've got a lot of wood in the wrong place for hitting the ball. Okay, it might look big edges, but it's needless. Okay? So it's about balance, it's about the pressing, it's about the balance, and it's about the performance. So just bear that in mind when you see some clefts posted. And this is where, again, trust your bat makers, because if they're worth the weight in gold, these guys, people like myself, who make them by hand, and they've got good ethics in the business. If it feels a touch heavy, 90%, 99% of the time they'll say, just send it back and we'll just alter that balance a little bit. It's not an issue. It shouldn't be an issue. for people who are buying a little bit blind. They're trusting me as a bat maker to do it for them, okay, and my experience as a cricketer to do it for them, okay. So don't get hung up on a dead weight. If you like something, like I say, something that feels 2829, and you see clefts round that weight, the 3839 area, go for it, because I'll guarantee they'll feel fantastic. Don't do yourself out of a top bat just because of a set of scales. Okay, hope that makes sense.